Excited to see a little bit of LAN. I feel like I've actually not gotten a chance to see him, and now we have Bunny representing some. So, game number 1 beginning. This is, of course, to get into top 32, and we'll have to see just how this goes. Bunny, okay, picking up the gauntlets here. Going to be, of course, doing the gauntlets thing, which is looking for a D-light, looking for a side light, or you know what, just getting that jump catch. And honestly, the matchup between Gauntlets versus Scythe is literally you're trying to get in that dead zone of Scythe. You're trying to just get as close to Scythe as possible. You do not want to contest in that mid-range, or you just want to bait Scythe to whiff.
Yeah, Scythe, similar to Blasters, has that dead zone that's most dramatic with the Scythe downlight, to where there's actually just, like, if you stand in front of your opponent and they downlight, you're just not going to get hit by that move. And Gauntlets does a really good job of occupying that space, but you know what doesn't have that property? Orb downlight, which just traverses that entire range. Bunny somehow getting around that weapon throw there and being able to get 2 unarmed recoveries takes the lead here in game number 1.
Yeah, that reversal was crazy. She was able to make it back onto the stage, and now with Axe on hand, able to get that neutral light. Whole lot of stage control. Going out there, looking for the sider. Doesn't actually find it, though. Now left weaponless. Coming back on, picking up the gauntlets. That's going to be the GCD light into the recovery. Bunny picking up a lead against Wubz.
Yes, a really great lead here on Miami Dome as well. Weapon spawn comes through. Wubz picks up the Scythe. Let's see if he can get something started here with this combo. Nice side air, but so far it's just been one hit here at a time, and what we're expecting to see, at least from Scythe, right? You never really get too many guaranteed combos off of this weapon. You got to go for those dodge reads to get those really explosive stocks. And Bunny so far off stage. What is this? Wubz can even make it back?
That's just Gauntlets off stage. That's what I'm talking about, God. I feel like it's been so long since I've gotten a chance to see Gauntlets cheat off stage, but there you go. That's going to be it. Oh.
What? The KO comes through, and that's going to be the stock there. Now Bunny, 2-1. Has the nair off the right side of the stage. What can Bunny do there? Okay, no, Wubz just ends up going back and forth with the orb down air, and that sider comes through, and that's just going to be neutralite. It was almost like Wubz was like team comboing with himself there with like neutralite and a dash pivot neutralite, but no, that's going to be a lot more there. And Bunny, with that gravity cancel down, like, gets the nair.
That coverage with weapon toss is crazy. You just pick it back up, and you're like, okay, wait, I can actually just cover high instead. Bunny is so aggressive with those offstage gauntlet weapon tosses, and it has been panning out for her every single time.
Yeah.
Axe on hand, looking for the downer, doesn't actually find it as Wubz gets a spike instead. Wubz left weaponless out there, ends up getting stage spiked. Is this going to be it?
Yeah, Sared into the side of the wall. Lots of damage coming through. Neutralite not going to have enough force to knock out just yet, but one more could definitely do it. Goes for the backswing of recovery. Weapon throw and a dive kick does not connect, and Bunny off the bottom of the stage gets the recovery. The weakest hitbox of the Axe recovery you could possibly ask for, but it does mean that Bunny could basically knock out with a downlight at this point.
Okay, just looking for that downlight. Or, you know what, even a side light like that, is the neutral light going to do it? Yes, it will. That was a confident game. That was, in fact, dare I say, a dominant game. Bunny is doing something, and that is just playing fast and constantly getting up in Wubz' face with those weapon tosses.
Yeah, and also I really like Bunny's playstyle with the gauntlets off the side of the stage that you remarked on after the second stock, which is that, like, gauntlets do have a lot of potential for off-stage early knockouts, but we don't get to see people go for those a lot in singles most of the time, and Bunny was just relentless with that against Wubz.
It does take a lot of boldness to do that, doesn't it? Because it is quite committal, and you know what? The best thing about it is, yeah, she's making those commitments, but they're actually panning out and they're connecting and resulting into stocks. And she's also playing fast. Right? We're not seeing a lot of slowdowns, at least in that game 1 so far. She's constantly getting up in Wubz' face and making him make decisions.
Yeah, which means that this counter pick over to Brawlhalla, I'd almost given favor to her, right? So like Bunny on the Rayman was playing so aggressive off the side of the stage that really didn't even need these early knockouts from Force alone. Now, Fate, one of the highest force, base force legends in the game when it comes to playing against Orb, could find slightly earlier knockouts here, but Bunny so far has just been completely controlling the pace of the set.
It gets that neutral light, dashing in there. Is that going to be the other one? Not quite yet. Holding onto the stage. And again, every single time, Bunny is making those offstage commitments. Going out there for those spikes, able to get the weapon toss, looking for the ground pound, doesn't get it.
The gravity cancel neutral light actually baits Wubz to go for an edge guard there, and somehow Bunny makes it back. Doesn't get the side air though, and that nair stops the ground pound. What a crazy offstage exchange. It ends up working out in Bunny's favor, but it felt like it shouldn't have.
That is so funny. She just did not press anything, and I heard that connected.
Yeah, the gravity cancel downlight comes through there, just barely ends up whipping, and that downlight will take him off the top, and Bunny now has a lead 3-2.
That was so funny. She was just moving, holding forward, going off stage, and then at some point she just stopped and said, okay, I'm not pressing anything. Not a single attack now. I'm waiting for you to get back on.
Oh, and now guarding that weapon, just standing right on top of it. It's always interesting to see what Brawlhalla players have as their preferred strategy to weapon starving, and Bunny just literally likes camping that spot and attacking somebody when they try to go in. Wubz does end up picking up the scythe. Down air goes off to the right, but sidelight nair into no. Just trying to wait to see what Wubz would do. Doesn't work out and does get disarmed as Wubz is able to hit that recovery. Let's see if Wubz can take out the stock, because he needs to pretty quickly if he doesn't want Bunny to run away with the lead.
Oh, and just barely the recovery, not going to be able to connect. That is finally going to be it, though, which Wubz desperately needed. I feel like he's just not been winning a lot of these interactions, and Bunny has been the one that is in control of the pace. Picking up the axe yet again. You already know that she's going to go out there and able to...
Oh,
what is happening?
That was a really great neutral signature there. That's like I'm used to Rayman neutral sig being used in that sense to recover, but not to punish a dodge to the wall. But Bunny does it perfectly there. Puts out a fully charged side sig. Wubz did actually feel comfortable punishing the distance there, because the longer that you wind that up, the more range that you actually get on the move. So Bunny manages to get away with it.
So I have a thought. I don't think that Bunny would be this confident off stage had Wubz had scythe in hand, right? But because of the fact that it's like, oh, there's not really that pressure of this kind of flipping back against you, is there?
Yeah, although I would say that Wubz hasn't really shown in this set that there's a reason to be afraid of his scythe off stage just yet. I think Bunny's going to continue challenging him there until a stock ends up flying in a way that she's not happy with. Cider comes through here. Now it's Orb against the axe. Tries to go for the down air off there, and that Cider is just enough to knock out. Any other stage? Probably not. But on Brawlhaven, that's going to be the KO, and Wubz takes the first lead of the set.
Yeah, Wubz is picking up the pace now, but at so much damage, Bunny has plenty of ways to get this KO out, right? Able to get that Cider and evening up the stock count yet again, holding on to this game.
Weapon throws coming through there. Bunny starving the next weapon that's going to spawn in. Gets the nair as Wubz comes down, and the gravity cancel end light is a great call out. Ground pound almost connected as well, and now Wubz does pick up the orb, putting out some down airs to stop Bunny's movement from being too aggressive. But every single one of these landings has actually been getting caught by the Gauntlet end light, and the down tick comes through. Wubz avoids it, and then gets the Cider gravity cancel end light comboing against the wall with himself there as if it was his doubles teammate, and then the gravity cancel side light nair will bring Bunny deep into orange.
Yeah, Bunny took a lot of damage there, and now, once again, going out there for the ground pound. It does not matter if it misses. It does not matter if it does not connect, because she keeps finding another hit off stage anyways.
Yeah.
Luckily, Wubz making it back onto the stage, looking for any possible way to pick up a weapon, but Bunny is going to make that as difficult as possible. The down air doesn't connect. Wubz able to get the recovery. What's it going to be?
Bunny falls with that side air. Wubz looking for that weapon. Bunny doing such a great job coming the landings. Then that recovery, or that sideline to nair, does bring Wubz deep into the orange. Bunny's still behind in damage. Now with the orb picked up, Bunny gets one nair. Anything else? Gravity cancel side. I thought there was going to be the recovery. The recovery does hit, but too low to be able to get the knockout. D-Light doesn't get the chase touch afterwards to be able to get the recovery because it was a gravity cancel, and that's not going to be the stock, but now it's either player's game.
Either player's game. Wubz, scythe in hand now. What's it going to be here? Both of them slowing down the pace, and Wubz did the
They both did it.
A weapon toss?
They both did the weapon toss. Like, you know what? I'll be on arm two. What? Gravity cancel side stick out of nowhere. Wubz just not ready for the distance off that move, and that's going to be the game going over to Bunny into match point against Wubz, where you make an upset over Luna, who see it to get into top 8 winner's side, and now another upset over Wubz 3-0 maybe? I mean, this is the road that Bunny is on right now.
That jump GC side sig is so funny. That's just like a check. She hasn't done that the entire set thus far, and it's like saying, okay,
it's
you know
a Rayman
what?
Classic, yeah. And you see that maybe like once a set, and hopefully
it's a
never
once a
again.
set thing, or all the time in gold. Right?
All the time,
And listen. What's all the time in gold can be used sometimes, just sparingly.
Yeah. I mean, it works often because it's good. You just have to be able to respond to it. And Wubz literally was probably in disbelief that actually happened.
It wasn't in the mental set, was it? It wasn't even established a single time, and Bunny pressed the funny
Wubz was
button.
like, I thought we were going to throw our weapons at each other and miss 5 more times. That side stick wasn't fair. You're not playing the same game. And now Wubz is down 0-2 against Bunny here on Fortress of Lions. As we're going into match point, Wubz has to win 3 games in a row to stay on the winner's side of the bracket. And if Bunny wins this, Bunny's going to be out on the top winner's side of top 32.
Which is pretty crazy to think about, and
Ground
she
pound,
is
weapon
going to
throw,
secure that
Sarah.
space. But Wubz still able to touch, still able to come back on, still fighting and brawling off stage. But look at the damage difference between. Oh, that was so sick.
Okay, Bunny is actually just that's incredible player. What is that? The weapon throw. I mean, so many players go for that weapon throw, styling when they're up 3 stocks to 1.
I saw Flydus do that and fail.
That was optimal in taking the lead off of Wubz. So that was 3 stocks to 2, and Bunny's barely taking any damage.
That was clean. That was a clip, and now Bunny is up in stocks. Bunny is up in games and has all of the momentum that she needs behind her. Once again, these offstage weapon tosses. I have never seen somebody be so aggressive as Bunny.
Yeah, weapon throws coming through. Sideline Cider will put Bunny off the left side of the stage, which is a fresh weapon, so it's not going to get knocked out of her hands just yet. Goes in with the axe, gets the recovery, knocks Wubz off the bottom of the stage. All right, I mean, at this point, you're this far ahead, you might as well go for the gravity cancel side stick again, right? No, Wubz gets the true combo off of that nair into the recovery, takes Bunny off the top of the stage, and evens it up 2-2.
Bunny's slowing it down now, just waiting for the next weapon to come on in and spawn, but Wubz is going to make that as difficult as possible. Finally, Gauntlets in hand, and nice whiff punish on the recovery there, putting Wubz off stage.
Avoids the third glove, just barely. You don't want to get hit by the third glove, that's the strong one. And manages to avoid what would have been a certain knockout and makes it back to stage, and Wubz has actually brought this back quite well.
Just trying to space out all of these down airs, and I feel like Bunny has just not felt that threatened or that spaced out by any of these down airs. She's just not run into any of them, and every time she is off stage, it is so spooky.
I can't believe that gravity cancel how that worked. Okay, that time doesn't gravity cancel side signature. Wubz is ready to punish that one. She was like, okay, maybe this is a twice a set trick, but no. Wubz doesn't fall for it. Disarms Wubz with that down air there, and Bunny just looking for one strong hit. I think neutral light would knock out at this point, but ooh, gravity cancel down light.
Wubz is fighting. Wubz is not giving up even being down this many games, but now Bunny connecting that neutral light once again has a lead. And Wubz going to be left weaponless. What's going to happen here?
Winner's bracket stock for Wubz. Wubz looking for that weapon spawn on the top platform. It does come through, but on the wrong side. And Bunny decides to guard that with that gauntlet neutral light on the bottom of the stage. Doesn't go...
Okay.
I think it just misses the jump. I think that dive kick was meant to bring Wubz back to the stage to combo into a nair, and Bunny just messes that up. So Wubz goes unpunished. Gravity catches sunlight stare, knocks out. All right, even game. Wubz has a chance.
Wubz has a chance. Wubz did not take that much damage that stock at all, and now we'll see what this orb can actually do here, because when it comes to getting those dodge reads, Wubz is capable of a lot of damage output right when it matters the most. But right now, Bunny waiting a little bit, able to get that down air into the side air, chase dodging in, spaced up a little bit too high, and going out there as well, wanting that spike so badly. This is the game that is going to be defined by the offstage.
Oh, and the nair's coming through. Second nair. It was defined by the offstage, but it's being settled by the anti-airs here from Bunny. Wubz finally manages to touch the ground. Down air dribbles Wubz, but doesn't combo into the side air, and Wubz does hit back with that dare down light combos. One strong stare, one neutral light could do it, and that's it. Bunny with the 3-0 over Wubz. Upsets Luna, upsets Wubz, gets in the winner's side of top 32, and makes an incredible run into Finals Sunday.
What is going on with BCX this year? We are just seeing some really crazy, unprecedented runs. That means Wubz and Luna both were knocked down to elimination side in a 3-1 and a 3-0 that we just saw right now, respectively. This is crazy.